What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders Redux. Making my way, of course, through the Ascension campaign, and next up we have the Servant Quarters. Now, just for clarity here, I'm trying to do a first look on these Ascension maps as I'm going through this playthrough. I actually went through the Servant Quarters, and of course, it's like my least favorite map in the game. But I just went through it and actually played and recorded the map, but I had my mic muted. So this is not my first go. This will be my second time through. However, let's go ahead and get it. The Servants' Quarters, here we come. Now, this is just not one of my favorite maps. There's no doubt about it. I don't know why, because it's not a bad map. It's got some real fun mechanics to it and some nice clear lanes. However, I just don't care for the map. Let's see, where is the juice? Did I go the wrong way? Oh, I did. See, the juice would be up here. We're going to have to hurry it up. We got a lot of time on this one, so it shouldn't be a big deal, but a little bit of a fail turn there on that one. So, yeah, anyway, the Servants' Quarters, like I said, it's just not one of my favorite maps. I can't really tell you why, but I just never really absolutely adored this map at all. So I'm anxious to get through this one and move on. We got Castle Armory up next, and I actually love the Castle Armory map. So looking forward to getting through to that one. So we're going to start things off here with an Aura stack, an Ensnare, an Electric, and a Strength Drain on each one of the cores. That's all I'm going to do for the very first wave here. And I'm going to DPS on my monk again. Now this time I am mixing it up. I'm bringing along a DPS pet, and it's not the best pet out there, but we're not going for best, we're going for favorite. And one of my favorite pets was this CDT edition into Dungeon Defenders, and that is the Harpoon pet. It's just cool as hell. So let's go ahead and fire it up and get things started. I do intend on taking a little core damage on this one. This is actually probably, well, it's a terrible pet to bring to this map because there's so many line of sight issues. There's no direct lanes. If it was all straight lanes, this pet would be a beast. In fact, next map, I think this pet might actually do really, really well, no doubt. But we are bringing along the Harpoon anyway, just for cool factor, because it's the coolest. And what do we got? We got some Ogre-liciousness rolling out. And Ogre down. Now, this one I'm just going to spam some LTs. LTs are just going to get the job done for me. And that's what we're going to use. So let's go ahead and swap on over to, well, we'll get some buff beams down. Might throw some traps in too. May throw some traps in. So let's see if we can't go from those auras to these auras with one buff beam. Did I get them all? Looks like I got them all. So I think, yeah, 6 boosted towers, we're all good. And you know what? We do have all those archers down here. So I think we'll go with a reflect beam right here as well, just to soak up some of that archer damage. And then we'll start dropping LTs. And oh yeah, the LTs are glorious. There's just no doubt. And let's see, let's just string them right along through the entirety of this buff beam, really. They're going to be a little bit of a decoy, too, for any ogres. They will get smashed if an ogre gets on them, but, sometimes an ogre will go to them. We can squeak one more in over there. We're just about out of juice, so let's go ahead and swap back. And we'll just spam that mana into this buff beam. Get it a little juicy. Get up here and help out just a touch. I like using the one buff beam on this one. It, allows you to have one main focus or upgrade point that you're really looking for. I missed it on that one. Here we go. And we got one more up, and the buff beam is GG's. So, what do we have here? We got an ogre coming around the corner. Oh, and he's down. Okay, so we got 10 DU left. I think with 10 DU, I believe I will add in a couple of traps down on that lower side, because I like to kind of ignore that lane. So why don't we go Let's see. Let's go with a gas trap over here. And I'm going to put an explosive or a proximity mine, pardon me, right here as well. And then we'll go with yet another gas trap right up here. And that should help me out a little bit on those lanes. Yeah, I think that will be good. We can go ahead and get that buff beam squared away the rest of the way. And then from here on out, I'm not going to use the summoner, I don't believe. I don't think I'm going to need any minions, so just spam what we got left. And let's just let it fly here. So we should be able to blaze through it. Wave 5 here, 200 enemies. We should be able to blaze through it without any problems. I didn't have any problems on my last run. I did take, same thing. I had a little core damage in Wave 1. And then after Wave 1, I was able to get through it without any problems. We got about half of them burned out here now. Let's go ahead and slap a few upgrades here. Just kind of spamming them around. And then, we're at 120. So we've got what? We're coming up on that 25% mark. Just about clear. And let's just burn everything out and get through this map. My main goal is to get through the map. I just want to move on. I want to get to the next map, as I feel, personally, I just feel like I have a lot more fun on some of the other more iconic maps in Dungeon Defenders, no doubt. Let's see, I'm not even gonna... Yeah, we'll just go ahead and spam what I've got here. And I think I'm just going to get it started. I think we'll be okay. So, Wave 6, we're up to 300 mobs now. Most of these harpoon shots are just going into the wall. This is definitely not a very good map for the harpoon pet. But, like I said, it's more for coolness. I do enjoy it. It's a beast. It just gets it, man. It just gets up there and gets all kinds of crazy on all of these bads. So, I think the next map, this pet will actually do really, really well. Now, I do want to run through and use a few different pets through this playthrough. What is the best pet in Redux for just straight damage, for DPS? Just mainly lane clearing. Not really worried about bossing as much. Actually, I may actually use pets on bosses too. I'm not sure. We're going to have to see what we do. I've got a pretty decent free-range Mega Chicken right now. I've got many of the event pets, of course. I did most of the events to get those pets, so I could use those as well. Let's see. What do we want to do? Well, I mean, it's the last wave. I think I'm just going to start it, and I think we may have a really, really easy time if we just tower boost this lane and let these LTs just annihilate this map. Of course, there's no line of sight issues with the LTs, and that's why I chose to use those. Plenty of line of sight issues with my harpoons, but anything that gets close to me is going to get wrecked. There's no doubt there. Get it, little harpoon. Get it. 419 mobs. Why on earth did they not just add one more and make it a solid 420? I will never go. But we're getting it. We're getting it. We're well past the halfway point now. And this map is just about done for. Now, like I said, the next map, I absolutely love it. So looking forward to it. I may actually play around with some different towers. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. But yeah, the next map will be some good times. We've got, what? Just a few mobs left. We're just about there. And one more straggler. It's an ogre up top. That ogre will be dead before I make it to him. Yep, and there we go. So there we go on the servants' quarters in Ascension mode in Dungeon Defenders Redux. So thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to click that like button and please subscribe to the channel. There will be lots more Dungeon Defenders coming in all of its various flavors, shapes, and forms. Waiting for a big update for DD2, waiting for a big update for DDA. As soon as these updates come, there is going to be some nonstop grinding going on, there's no doubt. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.